Hey, I'm in Oslo this week, and I'm going to show you something really, really cool. It's a brand new Viking concept, which I think is going to grow a lot to a lot of cities and countries around the world. And it's just down here. I'm not so often in Oslo. It's nice to be back here. I used to live here for many years. So I'm gonna pass the Stortinget, the great thing. It's where we have our elected politicians sitting. And just down here by the town hall, that's where the bells sound, if you can hear that, it's coming from. Just by the town hall, close to where the cruise ships arrive. That's where this new Viking concept is. And we're gonna meet its owner right now. I'm here with Rasmus Ramstad. It's nice to meet you, Rasmus, here at the Viking Planet. And this place is, I think it's amazing. And we're going to show you some from it on the inside in just a second. But Rasmus, you are sort of like the creator behind it. You had the original idea.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We were in contact with some investors in Norway who were planning to build an outdoor amusement park,
Okay.
so to speak.
Viking amusement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the Viking style.
Yeah.
And we said, well, that's a very good idea, but why don't we move it inside?
Yeah.
Use new technology to bring the consumer back to the Viking times and try to envision and try to communicate how it actually was to be a Viking. And that's what you are able to do at the Viking Planet.
And you decided to make this into something digital, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So not the amusement park and the adrenaline, but you do get adrenaline in here.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we have a tagline saying, feel the Viking rush.
Yeah.
And everything is digital because we are planning an international expansion with Viking planets all over the world,
Yeah.
primarily in countries where the Vikings travel to.
So where to first? It's in Ireland,
Ireland
but
is...
not Dublin.
no, actually, it might be Dublin, but the first city we're looking at is Waterford, where the Vikings first settled.
And that's cool because that's one of the four settlements in Ireland, but it's the longest living. It lived until the Norman invasion. So it's a continuance because when the Normans arrived, they were, of course, Vikings also.
Absolutely,
So it's a nice place. And in addition to Ireland, we talked
Russia,
about...
the Ukraine, the US, many territories in Europe, obviously, because they traveled to France and Spain and Italy and Poland and the Baltic states. And
Baltic also? Yeah. Okay, how about Australia?
Australia, we have some Chinese investors who
Yeah.
are interested in opening in China, and they are also talking about Australia, actually.
And why do the Chinese like Vikings?
Well, it's actually amazing because the whole world likes Vikings.
Well, yeah.
If you look at the TV series and the feature films and everything that's going around globally, it's a huge interest about the Vikings.
Yeah.
And also technology. People are interested in technology and how you can use technology to get new experiences and imagine how it was to travel back in time.
And maybe I can take you right inside here
Absolutely.
while we talk, because that's the one thing I think is really, really cool about this thing coming in here. There's this history museum not so far away from here, and they've had this exhibition called Vikinger.
Yes.
For quite a few months, and I have some friends here who wrote in the paper about it, and they're very disappointed. It's a little bit more in there's so much wind. Well, they're a little bit disappointed. It's so static, it's so small, and this it's sort of like a museum, right?
Yes,
museum,
we
right?
call it the first digital Viking museum in the world.
Yeah.
And we call it digital museum because everything we have is digital. Apart from what you can buy in terms of souvenirs, of course, but we don't have any physical objects. So whenever we create some digital content, we can display that in all the different centers at the same time.
Yeah.
So we don't have any swords or boats or jewelry that needs to be moved around to create an exhibition.
And you've been in the film industry
Yes.
for a long time, right? So what's the deal? You move from film to this, right?
Yeah, but this is also film in a way.
Okay.
Because in the film business, I've produced 250, 300 drama productions in the Nordic region for 15 years. I worked with Hollywood for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And it's all about telling the story, right?
Yeah, of course.
And we're telling the story of the Vikings in a new way with digital media. But we are extremely cautious in terms of the authenticity of the story. It needs to be real. And the Vikings we portray should have the right clothing, the right swords, the right atmosphere around them.
And the right history, right?
And the right history,
That's why I'm talking with these guys.
Absolutely.
With my research and what we're working on, we're sort of rewriting the history books on the Vikings. So
it's very exciting.
When you're doing this expansion, that's something we got to talk more about, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thanks.
Thank you, Sturla.
I wanted to share the story of the Viking Planet before it expands out to the world. Which
excellent.
It's going to happen this year, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We hope to open in Ireland this year.
Cool. That's
very
cool.
cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to play off this video now that we made previously.
Excellent.
When I go around here and look at the different things, and especially this Viking ship with a VR it's a VR movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's the world's first drama production produced in 3D volumetric,
and
with Ridley Scott's company in the UK.
And they got moving chairs and with the arrows flying over. Man, it's something.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. So we're going to check out that now, and this is the Viking Planet.
Thanks a lot. See you guys.
Yeah. This is the first digital Viking museum in the world. This is the store. This is where you can buy all the Viking stuff you want. And down here is the dome, 270 degrees. They call it the helmet because it's shaped like a Viking helmet, right? This is an actual catwalk, the hologram, where you can see the clothes that the Vikings used, like the Viking chieftain from Novgorod, for example. So this is the fact-based section of the Viking Planet. Here you can sit down on your reindeer skin and learn more about the Viking ways, like wrestling, which was very important to Vikings. Glima it was called. And fighting, of course. These are interactive screens for the whole family. It's a great way to learn to choose the dragon heads and the different styles here. And if you like a green screen to have back here, you can have your own selfie station. It's great for the kids, I've learned. This is the first volumetric capture VR drama in the world. And it's an actual Viking ship that you enter. This ride is called Virtual Viking, the Ambush. And these chairs, they move actually, because I'm supposed to be on a ship, right? Watch out for the arrows. This is really cool. I love this. This is tradition meets innovation with some great new technology. I've never seen this before even. You know, this is the museum of the future, the way it should be. And it's only the first Viking planet because they have planned Viking planets all around the world. So the Vikings are coming. Yeah, so that's the video. It was made a little bit like a commercial. Sorry for that, but it's because I'm planning to show this video to investors and people who are interested in joining in on seeing the expansion of the Viking Planet out, not just here in Oslo, but out into the world. So I decided, why not just show the video to you, and you can see for yourselves. It's a really cool place, and it's a great way to tell the story of the Vikings. So hopefully we can be able to have a demand of people wanting to experience this the same way, and the expansion can go as planned. I'd like that, so I'll help him a little bit, and I'll help him with the research I'm part of also. Take care.